If you want nothing more than a new client for your MSP right now, just be careful that you're not wasting your time in the way that you go about it. Because some MSPs marketing is a complete waste of time, often because a vital element has been missed out. Wouldn't you love to hear about a massive time saver that all pro marketers use, yet very few MSPs are even aware of? You're going to love this because it's going to save you time and it could even help you find a brand new client. So what I'm talking about here is repurposing content. And this, of course, means taking something you've already created, like say a blog post, and then you turn it into other bits of content so you get more mileage out of it. Because you've already done the hard work once, so why not squeeze every bit of value out of this? And here's the thing, it's something that some people frown upon, but trust me, as a full-time marketer of 20 years now, it's an essential thing to do. Because the only person who is consuming all of your content across all of your platforms is you. Different people consume content in different ways. Some like reading blogs, others scroll LinkedIn, some just glance at Google when they're looking for a new MSP. So by repurposing content, you can meet people where they already are without having to reinvent the wheel every single time. Great! So let me give you a few practical examples of how this works. Let's say you write a blog article about a new ransomware threat. First, you publish it on your website as a blog article, which is great, because now Google can find it, might have some SEO benefits, search engine optimization, etc., etc. But next, you can take that exact same blog article and you can then adapt it into a LinkedIn newsletter. And that way, the people who are subscribed to your LinkedIn newsletters get a notification in the feed. They also get an email copy of it as well. And it's great for authority. You're seen as the helpful, local, knowledgeable IT expert. Then you can take that LinkedIn newsletter and you can cut it down into a shorter version and post it on your Google business profile. Now that's really powerful because when prospects do Google your MSP, they'll see fresh, helpful content right there on their profile. It's also really good for your Google juice. In fact, I suspect that Google sees more of your Google business profile content than humans do. But ultimately, anything that helps you perform better in search results is good, right? And you could also record a short video on this same subject where you just talk through the same advice that you were giving in your blog, in your LinkedIn newsletter, and of course, in your Google business profile. Same content, it's just repurposed, it's changed in some way. You could take that video that you've just created, you could put that on LinkedIn, you could put it on YouTube as a short. It doesn't have to be Hollywood quality. People just want to see you and see the real you. And then finally, you could take that content and you could break it into bite-sized social posts to go on LinkedIn. Now, let's say you did 5 pieces of advice within that blog article. Each of those 5 pieces of advice could go on to be a standalone post. In fact, you could use them as a standalone post. And then you could take those 5 posts and you could repurpose them into 5 graphics, or you could repurpose the whole thing into a PDF carousel, or just stick with plain text, or do a video on each one, or do an image and a bit of plain text on each one. Can you see how this is almost limitless? From one single blog post, from one idea, you've suddenly got a whole week's worth of content to go across multiple platforms. Or you could take it even further and you could take that content and you could spread it out across a couple of months. So you have a variety of different types of content across different types of platforms all the time. And all of that can be organized by something called a content calendar, which is literally planning in. I'm going to do this on Monday. I'm going to do this 2 weeks on Tuesday. I'm going to do this 3, 4, 5 weeks on Wednesday. It's as simple as that. It's just a plan of how you're going to use your content. Now, this is the magic of repurposing content. And the key thing for this is please don't think that you need to constantly come up with brand new ideas. You're not a full-time media company or a full-time marketer. You're running and trying to grow an MSP. So repurposing content saves you time, gets your message seen in more places, and positions you as consistent and reliable and the local tech authority, which is exactly what clients want from their IT provider.
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.